All right, so transitioning past that, the other big thing at convention was talking about small business. And so what I've done is I've asked a couple franchisees to take just about 3 to 5 minutes, kind of talk about what they use as far as QuickBooks, what they use as far as Xero, and just kind of go through that process. And so, Lori, if you're able to unmute, you're going to be on in just a second. And so we just wanted to kind of talk through, some of you guys are in business services, some people say, I just don't know where to start. And I can sit down and say, hey, this is what we do, and talk about what we've accomplished and where we are. But it's really hard to get from, man, I just did a couple returns, a couple bookkeeping clients, to doing the volume that we do. And so what I wanted to try to do is we wanted to try to bring this, talking to the board meeting with the board of directors on Monday, like we need to bring other franchisees and to have them talk. And so that's what this kind of process is Lori, if you're there, we just want to kind of go through. I know you use QuickBooks. So just want to kind of talk through these questions on the screen or whatever you've got, and see where you are. Are you able to unmute? Got to unmute. Hopefully you're there. If not, we will come back to you in just a second, because I think Jerry's going to talk as well. But the biggest process at this point is we want to make sure that you guys understand. I mean, their block is not coming down this year saying you've got to use this program, you've got to use this platform. Some people have pushed saying, I wish Block would just build an end-all solution for everything. That's not realistic, and it's not going to work for where we are. And we can talk about that here in a few minutes. Jerry, are you able to unmute? Are you there?
I am.
Hey, there you go.
Hey guys.
Awesome.
How's everyone?
So I don't remember if you use Xero or QuickBooks, and I just copied the same PowerPoint screen over from the other one. Do you use Xero or do you use QuickBooks?
So we use some of both, actually. It depends on our client, how they come to us, right? So we try to convert. I was a late bloomer when Block took over, started with Xero, right? I was one of the late ones. I didn't convert quickly because I didn't want Block to tell me what I had to do and what to do and how to do it, right? So we have adopted Xero more than anything. We like it better for a lot of different reasons. There are certain features of QuickBooks that I like better than Xero. One of them is the ability to expand and shrink your profit and loss. So you could detail things. Some of my clients want to know exactly how much did we pay for specific people or this or that, so you could subcategorize on your P&L, but yet to print a clean P&L, you can shrink it, right? On Xero, you cannot do that. So the features of customizing the reports, we say we like aspects of that on QuickBooks, but we like the customization on Xero better. Takes a little longer to do them, but they're easier to read, a clean P&L on Xero. Xero accepts more payment options that we use than you guys are using Xero, I think, right, for the FCA. So the Stripe is easier to use it integrates easier for us than the QuickBooks did. Inventory is easier on Xero's add-in apps. We have a couple clients that will not move off of QBO because of their heavy inventory, but QBO has had some issues this year and totally messed up inventory, and we've had to come in and fix. So Xero has a better inventory and sales tax tracking in our business. We don't have the quantity of clients that you do, Patrick, but we have several that have sales tax reports that are in multiple counties throughout the state. So Xero seems to have a better reporting for us to handle that. Let's see, payment options with Xero, you can use Apple Pay, your Android options work better with Xero than they do with QuickBooks. Square, so I think Square, I can't remember if it works with QuickBooks or not. Xero integrates with ADP and QuickBooks doesn't. We're an ADP processor. That's who we put our payroll clients on, is ADP. QuickBooks you could call in if you needed support. You could actually talk to somebody live. I like that feature of having a live rep to talk to when I can't figure something out on my own. Where Xero doesn't have that option, Xero no longer has that option either. So those are the things that we like the best. Xero is easier to train people on as far as you know, when you go do the Xero certification, they have YouTube type videos in there. So if you need help with a specific aspect, you can go to their website and you can download a 15-minute or a 5-minute video, and it will actually walk you right through it. So we've gotten to where we really like Xero better than QuickBooks. We'll use QuickBooks if we have one client that we converted over and he was like, no way, shape or form, I'm going back. So we had to convert him back. So it's really a preference of our client as well. But as far as the two programs, we're pushing Xero more than we are QuickBooks. Cost wise, pretty close. I mean, I keep my annual subscription that I've had with QuickBooks. I've had it for 30 years. So I have a one flat fee for my desktop users up to 99 clients. That includes my payroll and that. The bookkeeping features, QBO, their rates are pretty comparable. We get such a good rate, and with your coupons now sharing, we actually get some better rates with QuickBooks. I mean, I know you're probably a gold, platinum, or whatever, Patrick, where we're a bronze user. So, you know, I think the more you get on with it, the better rates you get. I do also think we have a dedicated rep in our local areas that if you have problems, you can contact that one person, and they have remoted in and helped us walk through and actually helped us train staff on the Xero platform. So I think we like Xero better. I did training this last weekend for our office managers on Xero, walked them straight through it. They've all gone through the Xero certification. It takes about 4 hours, maybe 6. If they have some knowledge, they can get it done much quicker. And once they go through that, then I work one-on-one with them to get them up to speed. It's really it took me a long time to adapt it or adopt it, but I think that's where we're going. We're leaning towards Xero over the others.
Don't you also have a few clients that you do on Wave?
We do. Made a mistake during extension, and I didn't realize it came from one of my outlying farming communities. I didn't realize it was a C Corp. I will never put a C Corp on Wave. Wave is good for your smaller Schedule C clients only. Do not like their P&L, do not like their balance sheet. The bad thing about Wave, if you're trying to use it for a real bookkeeping platform, it will let you get out of balance. Don't use it. It's like back in the day, Quicken. You could be out of balance on your balance sheet with Quicken. I don't know what it is now or how it is now. I know that that's the two things I like about Xero and QuickBooks is they will not let you be out of balance on your balance sheet. Wave will definitely let you be out of balance. So if you've got a novice in there, don't put them with Wave. If you've got somebody that brings you in a ton of receipts, that's an easy way of doing a P&L. Key in those receipts versus running the add machine tape on it, and it gets them a profit and loss. It won't get you a balance sheet, but it will get you a profit and loss, and it's free. But that's a way that's one way that we can get our small business clients on board with a true accounting platform. And then it's easier from that point to convert them over to a monthly bookkeeping client.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I mean, there seems to be a lot of misunderstanding about what Wave is and where Block is going with Wave. So from what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've been part of, you know, Wave is not the future for bookkeeping for H&R Block at all. Block has no desire to make Wave the solution we're going to use. Wave is part of those financial products. Wave makes money off of Wave money, where they loan you money. You put in your accounts receivable. They do factoring. They'll loan it to you. They want to do your credit card processing on your invoices and things. But Wave is not our future of bookkeeping by any means. No. I don't think Block intended to be the future of bookkeeping. So we've done what you've done. We've client comes in, it's like, this are the options, and this is what we charge, and here's Xero. Like, well, I don't want to pay that much money. Hey, Wave is an option. It's free. Go use it. Go get it. It's there for you. When you're ready to do you know, big boy accounting, come see me.
Right.
But if you want to try to do it, then Wave is an option for you. But it's not. It is not by no means going to be going to solve your problem. And it's not where Block is going. It's not the future. You know, Block is looking at Xero, and they just had a new contract. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Laura, did you get a chance to unmute? Because I think you're on the opposite side. You're the QuickBooks one. Are you able to unmute and talk? All right. Well, Jerry, stick around. Don't leave yet, because I'm sure some questions will come up.
Hey,
Go ahead, Paul.
Patrick, just a second. Jerry, you said QuickBooks could do 99 companies, including
Yep.
payroll.
That's
I was told if you do direct deposit, you can only do three EINs.
So I have a very, very, very old contract with QuickBooks. I got it nearly 30 years ago, Paul. And so that's the reason I keep it, because I know that the newer features are different. But I can do up to 99 payroll clients in my subscription. So I will keep it, because that way if I can convert a client that's on QuickBooks, but not get into our practice, right, as a client, and they are dead set on using QuickBooks, then we can do that. And we use it for an after. We have one client that will not get us her stuff timely, so we use it as an after the fact payroll, because it doesn't cost me any additional funds. And the one thing I don't like about their payroll platform is if you're not filing on time, they will not let you process the EFTPS payments late. They won't let you file a return late. So we go to, as everybody else does, I'm sure, you go to and do it online and get it processed, and then you have to pay for mail. That's the only thing I don't like about the QuickBooks payroll. But you know, when somebody's not going to bring you something timely, and then we do what we can. I know everybody's wanting the ATX thing. When we first converted, and you know, because I'm a conversion, when I first converted, every year, 3 years in a row, Block changed who they were going to use, and I think ultimately went back to the ATX, because that's who it was. And I had to re-enter everything every year, and I'm like, nope, done with that. So we don't use that platform. We use, I think, TJ, I think one of you all do also use Adams.
Yeah, I use Adams.
Yes. So that's who we use for a off processing.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, I think my license with QuickBooks lets us only do 50 payrolls, and then we had to go buy another license, and we got over 50. So I think there's different ones out there.
Right.
We don't do very much payroll with QuickBooks, because QuickBooks payroll may be good, but when you're not on time, QuickBooks payroll stinks. So too many of my clients are not timely people, so so we don't use that as much.
Right.
So Lori's not gonna represent QuickBooks for us, so that's all right. QuickBooks will just not be as represented, but that's fine. But stick around, Jerry. We're going to talk to some of,
I was going to,
stick around. We're going to talk to Xero step. Want you to be able to maybe answer questions as they come up.
Yep.
But I want to talk about Xero pricing just for a second. So Xero is raising their prices. TJ, next slide. Xero is raising the prices November 1st. So here's what the new prices are. They're going up $1 a month. But the big thing on here is with the new contract H&R Block has in place, we get 50% off of that. So whatever that price is, you're going to pay 50% off of that. So it goes down to $6 a month or $14 a month. It kind of comes down off of that. That is a new contract, and that price just recently changed. I think we were only getting like 30% off or something before. That kind of discount has increased. Right now, what works though, and you talked about this, Jerry, is everybody has a rep for their area for Xero. So if you don't know who your rep is, go to the expo, find Xero, get her email address, email her, ask her who your rep is, and they're going to start reaching out, because there's a brand new national rep with H&R Block and Xero. Your rep will give you coupon codes. Every month there's coupon codes. You might get 60% off or 90% off for 6 months. I just brought like 30 people on Xero that we converted off of QuickBooks Desktop, and I got $1 a month for a year. So so there's different things that are out there. So, but the prices, these are the prices that are going up and they're changing. But I want to talk about what the differences between these are, because this is where I really thought the girl at Expo gave some bad information or was really giving good information for her, but just not what made sense for the franchisees. So if we look at these different levels, TJ, you just left. I need the next slide before you leave. Come back, TJ. TJ, come back. TJ, come back. Next slide. There you go. All right. So these are the three levels that Xero offers: early, growing, and established. I do not have any clients at all in the established. None. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't see a need for it. Now there are some other options with Cashbook and Ledger that are your partner ones that you don't get a discount off, but they're just priced there. But the big thing I want to talk about is these two, which is early and growing, and what the difference is between them. Our price on early is going to be $6 a month. Our price on the growing is going to be $14 a month. There's an $11 difference. You do not need your client on growing unless your client is going to do more than 20 invoices and is going to enter more than 5 bills. Other than that, everything else is the same. So if I have a client, I'm going to put them on early for $6 a month, or what's $5.50 a month. I'm going to put them on for $5.50 a month, and they can still do up to 20 invoices, and they can enter a couple of bills. But most of our clients don't do that. They're doing it for after the fact. They're doing it for reconciliation. You can still do cash coding. You can still feed all your bank statements in. So when we were on this call with Xero at the Expo, she's telling them, start out in growing or established. Put them in established. Yeah, established is even at our discount is $32 a month. That makes it unprofitable for us to do this business.
Right.
Now, when would I need established? I would need established if I have multiple currencies. So if they're international and you have multiple currencies, you're going to need it for that. If you want to track projects. Now, with early and growing, you can have code. You can have code, job code. So I have where we track, based upon different offices. So like I use this for mine, and I've got clients that'll do houses, and they can track those projects under the early and the growing. Established is like more a project management for general contractors. It's bigger than any of our clients that we do in these platforms and stuff. I have Xero established. Most of my clients are under early, and a few of our clients are in growing if they use Xero for their invoicing. But if you're not using Xero for your invoicing, and you're not entering bills, early is a perfectly good solution, and it's going to cost you $6 a month. The other options is the Cashbook and the Ledger. I think the Cashbook costs $7 a month. It has a couple other features there, and the Ledger is $3 a month. So if I have a client that we're done with them and they are not a client anymore, or we need to archive them, or they're not really doing any bank feeds, I'll put them on a $3 ledger, and that $3 ledger is just going to let them float there. So it's going to cost me $36 a year to keep their books active until I'm ready to move off. But it's a huge difference when you look at the prices, because lots of people thought they needed to jump in growing, and they're paying $17 a month for something you can get done for $5.50 a month. And so I wanted to take a few minutes and kind of talk through the difference, because the difference is really only those first two: sending out invoices and entering bills. So it makes a big difference, and also the Cashbook is a good solution as well. So look at those. Look at the Cashbook or the early, and use those. If you get to the level of a bronze or whatever else with Xero, you can get money. I think last year I got $2,500 or $3,000 of co-branded marketing money from Xero. So if you get to a bronze level, if you put Xero logo on some of your ads, they'll help pay for your marketing and give you some marketing money as well. So put that with my B&B and enjoyed that quite a bit. So just kind of keep that in mind as an opportunity that's out there. But the Ledger is $3, the Cashbook I think is $7, and then the early access gives you those differences. But if you don't have a client doing invoicing, you don't need to be on growing, and it's quite expensive. If that adds up and multiplies. Obviously, QuickBooks Desktop is free. My preference, I do, I don't know, 20% of our clients, I would say, are on QuickBooks Desktop. We avoid QuickBooks Online as much as possible. I hate QuickBooks Online. I'm trying to get out of a server-based stuff. I'm trying to get things more cloud-based, so Xero is a good solution for that. But I want to take a few minutes and kind of walk through these price models. As I sit into the expo and I heard her pushing growing on everybody, it's like, why pay that much extra money? Use the cash book or use the early access. So that's kind of the real quick answer on that. Everybody gets everybody who has a Xero account gets Hub Docs, so you can upload documents, you can upload receipts and that type of stuff. Xero integrates with a tons of platforms and apps, but the Hub Docs is a free access to be able to use as well. So yeah, early or cash book is where you need to be when you're in Xero. All right, so